Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Penultimate Games Show. I do not have the doc open, so that's a fun one. What a great way to start this off, you know?
Crushing it
Um,
right.
exactly. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Ruben Guerrero, and of course, I have with me my co-host, that is Ryan, the Lion 3055. Ryan, how's it going?
Doing good, excited.
I also have our new co-host that's going to be coming in January, Link, which I keep doing that. Lane.
Oh, did you call me like that's awesome. I'll take
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Um,
Lane, how you doing?
yeah, no, I'm excited to be here.
Good. Excited to have you. Excited to have you. And of course, we have the master of cinema, the man that knows everything about small popcorn, the host of Large Popcorn, and one of the hosts of Podcast PXN, Cristian Macias. Cristian, how you doing?
Doing well. Working on the next batch of video essays for the channel.
Nice.
So stay tuned.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
exciting.
Today's topic is, of course, Game Awards. No, it's not Game Awards. Game of the Year 2021. And fellas, it's very exciting. We're finally here at the end of the year. There's no more games that we have to play. No more games. Aren't you guys all excited about that?
I don't know about that. There's always
yeah.
games to play.
There's always games to play.
I mean, yeah, but
Halo
like,
comes out in 2
yeah,
days.
that's right. No, Halo comes out tomorrow.
Fuck.
It's gonna be a hell of a winter break. God damn it, Eric.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. My bad.
It's okay.
I'm sorry I ruined the show.
No, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
My vote for the game of the year is Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's too late. I'm sorry.
So,
Submissions
y'all
have been cut off.
Bye.
You
I
sent
love
in
you.
your ballot too late.
Yeah,
Sorry. I
it's
love
okay.
you.
Before we get into our discussion, we got a little housekeeping. If you're watching on YouTube, consider dropping a like and a sub, and don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications for all of our shows, like the Marvel Mondays initiative, which we just did yesterday, if I remember correctly, on Spider-Man: Homecoming, part of our MCU Rewind series, in preparation for, of course, Spider-Man: No Way Home, which is going to be probably the movie of the century, guys. Am I right?
Yeah, for like a week until Matrix comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's speaking fire here.
Okay. All right. We'll see. The Cross Media Show and Animation, and of course, Stats on Stats. So, if you're watching on Twitch, you have if you're watching on Twitch and have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming, which means you have one free sub to give out, and we love it if you gave it to us. But of course, if not, that's quite all right. So let's just jump into it. Let's just get straight into it. Let's start with our number 5 pick of the year. Cristian, we're gonna go with you first.
I have to start. I can do this.
Okay. If not, I can start with Richie. How about that one?
Yeah, start with the guy that's not here,
Okay.
and then I'll maneuver in.
So, Richie unfortunately couldn't make it. He's going to pick up his car, so he sent me his list. His first pick for number 5 is Battlefield 2042, and man, that's a hell of a pick. I don't know if I'd consider that worthy of top 5. But hey, it is. What it is.
I don't think I would either. But
Hey, it's okay.
he's not here to defend himself.
That's okay. That's all right. Cristian,
Okay.
do you want to go next?
Yes, my number 5 pick is a small game that I reviewed here for the channel.
Oh, wow.
I had a little spoiler cast, if you remember, just a few months ago, and that is Life is Strange: True Colors.
Wow. Any reason why?
Nice.
Tons of reason why. I wrote a little blurb here that it's Gilmore Girls, the video game. The town of Haven Springs and all its people is like one of the reasons why I think I love it as much as I do. I'm not going to spoil any major narrative moments.
Right.
I'll leave those to the player. but it's like the smaller stuff, all the moments of reflection that the protagonist Alex Chen has like throughout the game, throughout each chapter, that like really sold me on the game, and it's one of the reasons why I love it. There's a location, the rooftop. Every time you're on that rooftop, it just hurts, it hits, and I'm just there thinking about Alex Chen's life and then my own life because I'm the one that's in charge, right? I'm making the decisions for Alex, and the way I color Alex in is just one of the reasons why I enjoyed gaming this year, why I enjoy the Life is Strange series, and why I think True Colors deserves to be in the discussion of Game of the Year, and why it's my number 5 pick.
Okay. Okay. Well done. Well done. I like that. Unfortunately, I'm not a Life is Strange, kind of guy, but that's okay. I respect your decision, and I'm happy it gave you that satisfaction that you wanted from it. You know. Let's go with Lane next.
All right. I feel like my number 5 is going to be, I don't want to say a terrible choice, but like the choice I had to make due to the constraints and due to my not being able to play too many games this year.
That's okay.
Or finish actually too many games this year. I started a lot, but didn't finish too many.
Right.
All right. So it technically didn't come out this year, but within the time frames of that you gave me, it was Cyberpunk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lane, okay.
Oh,
Coming in
Lane, we're gonna be friends.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay.
show.
Look, I know that game is like a hot mess of just like a 5 or a 6. But like I know it was not the best, but I still had so much fucking fun with that game.
Okay. Okay.
Amazing photo mode in that game too, by the way.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. It crashed as soon as I started playing it.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah, I can't remember how many times that game's crashed.
Yeah. What did you play it on, if you don't mind me asking?
PS5.
Okay. All right, cool. Just checking. Which leads us to Ryan.
Trying to wake the fuck up, Samurai. My number 5 is also Cyberpunk
Oh
2077.
my god. Wow. Wow. You know what? Cyberpunk 2077 is not as bad. It's not as bad as last year's
Does Avengers
quote unquote runner up for Avengers is one of the top 5. So
now,
I'll take it.
the reason I picked Cyberpunk is, I will admit, it is a buggy, horrible mess on a lot of systems. I had the privilege to get to play it on a 3090, so I've rarely encountered bugs and things in my first playthrough, and my second playthrough I did on PS5. But to me, it was just a fantastic Western RPG, which we haven't had a good Western RPG in years.
And I would still say we haven't had a good Western RPG yet.
Let the
Oh,
man
probably
talk,
not.
Ruben.
Okay. I apologize.
From the character choices to just the insanity of that world, it was a fun world to dive into. And I gotta give a shout out to the fucking music in that game. The music in that game is killer. And that's why I say it's my number 5 game of the year.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Are you ready for my number 5?
No.
No? I'm going to have to go number 5. Mario Party Superstars. You know, I've had an excellent time with that game with you guys when we were playing it. Hell of a time. It went by very, very quickly. And, I'm excited to play more with you guys. So it's my number 5. I also do want to mention, I should probably have prefaced this before, like the way that we're doing this. So our top 5, we're doing top 5 only, of course. Our number 5 pick gets 1 vote. Our number 4 pick gets 2 votes. Our number 3 pick gets 3 votes. Our number 4 pick gets 5 votes. And our number 1 pick gets, our number 4 pick gets 4. You know what I'm trying to say. Number 1 pick gets 5 votes, and then so on and so forth. So
It's weighted.
yes. So whoever gets the most points is the winner of Game of the Year. And like I said before, we got very close to giving that award last year to Avengers, and I don't know how. I just don't know how.
Can we talk for a second about Spider-Man just like wall jogging and the Avengers.
Oh,
Not
it's
even
so
wall
bad.
running.
It's so
I
bad.
haven't
It's
seen it.
awful.
I don't want
This
to
man
see
is
it.
casual with his glide. Fortnite has better Spider-Man mechanics at the
I
moment.
was literally going to say, like, the Fortnite Spider-Man looks better than the
Yeah.
Marvel Avengers
I've
Spider-Man.
also heard this. I'm sorry, Eric. It's just a shitty game. I'm sorry.
No, Eric should apologize to us.
You're right.
For
You're
even
right. You know
talking
what?
about
I'm
that
taking that apology back. Eric, you did this to yourself. All right. On to number 4. So, Richie has his number 4 pick as Resident Evil Village. Which, okay, I'll accept this. It's not in poor taste, but it could be better.
I should play Resident Evil Village. I missed it. Did anybody else play that here this
I
year?
played it literally the night it came out, beat it in a couple days afterwards. It was one of those games where I just was like, okay, I need to see this thing to completion right now. It is just the idea of fun. It is crazy, ridiculous, over the top fun. That's the best way to put that game.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I got for that. Let's start with Ryan. Ryan, what's your number 4? Also, I want to preface, I'm sorry, Ryan, to cut you off. Eric is in the chat, and Tessa says, play it now, in all caps. So I'm guessing she loved Resident Evil Village.
Now,
I got like 20 movies to watch. Sorry, Tessa.
Yeah. Oof.
I understand. But my number 4 is we're bringing it down to an indie. And that's going to be Death's Door.
Wow.
Death's Door
Oh.
is my number 4 game of the year.
Okay.
But it had beautiful visuals, amazing boss fights, and jaw-droppingly good music. The music in that game is masterclass. There's not enough good things I can say about the game. It's an amazing game. Please go play it. It's out on Switch now.
Okay. Lane, do you want to give us your number 4?
Yep. Well, my number 4 ties in with my first appearance on anything to do with the show. My number 4 is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
Okay.
Obviously, I love Pokemon, so I'm extremely biased. But I think they're almost 1-to-1, like extremely faithful remakes. And if you have been hankering to get back into Pokemon or loved the Diamond and Pearl back in the day, like I 100% think you should go play this.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, Lane, this doesn't count. But you know what? I'm going to allow it. Just because I should have gotten with you one-on-one beforehand, before the show. So I'll allow this. All right?
I'm going to argue it counts.
Does it?
Under the parameters we have. It is
It's a
Yeah,
remake.
the only
engine,
parameters you
new game.
gave me were no DLC.
Did I also not say a new game?
No, you said it couldn't be a games as a service game, like a live service. But other than that, you kept it open. Remakes
Wow.
were allowed.
Okay.
It's also like a substantial remake too.
It is.
Like, right?
Yeah.
Like I would
full-
like when like Resident Evil 2 remake is like much different than like regular RE2. You know what I mean? So
All right. You're calling me out on my shit.
BDSP.
You're calling me out on my shit. All right. You're right. You're right.
Oh, you just said BDSM, Christian, for a hot second. Like, that's not what we're talking about right now, Christian.
Hey, I didn't name the Pokemon that.
Okay. All right. You're right. You're right. You're calling me out on my shit, and I didn't say. Okay. I'll take that back. It counts. It counts. Christian, what's your number?
That's my number 4. It's my number 4 pick, right?
Yes.
I am glad we did this Tuesday because I finished a small game yesterday that just completely devastated me to the point where I was in tears starting the game, plenty of times going through it, and then as soon as I ended it, like I would like almost had a breakdown.
12
And then I
minutes.
posted about it on Twitter. Like, God no.
I saw it last night, yeah.
It's a small game by Goodbye World Games called Before Your Eyes.
Oh my
And-
god.
yeah.
I've heard good things.
For anyone that hasn't played Before Your Eyes, again, I won't spoil any story beats, but you play looking through the lens, through the eyes of a boy named Benjamin, growing up in a small town by the sea. You can control the like where you're looking with your mouse, but otherwise there's no other prompts for like button clicks. The way it's controlled is through your webcam, and the game tracks your blinks. So when you blink, you can interact with certain stuff that's in the game. Um, Otherwise, there's like this small like metronome that pops up pretty early on and through each scene. That if as soon as you blink, suddenly you jump forward in time. Could be, 1 minute, could be 5 minutes, could be 5 years, and
Whoa.
you just don't know. And like, I don't know. There's so much to talk about this game, but ultimately I just want to say this one thing that when I'm sitting there staring at the sky or like watching Benjamin paint or listening to my mom tell me a story, I'm sitting there and I'm like having this realization that life is always fleeting and it's so beautiful and it can be so painful, and I'm fighting back tears and the metronome is going and I'm doing everything that I can humanly do to not blink, because as soon as I do, the moment's gone. And there's so many moments where I'd blink and I'm like trying to like clear my face just so that I can have the webcam track me again, and I'll accidentally blink again and suddenly the next moment's gone. And it's all those moments compounded over the course of 2 hours that like really made this game like, this is why I play video games before your eyes. And I really hope that more people can play, because it's truly something special.
Okay.
Well, Christian, I'll let you know. I downloaded it last night after seeing that photo of you on Twitter. I'm like, if it can wreck Christian this bad, I gotta give this a play.
Dude, it's like $10. Like, go
Yeah.
support some small games.
All right. I also have that on my Steam wish list, so I will be probably purchasing that this week, just to get it on the old PC. My number 4 has to be Knockout City. Now, we trashed this game so hard when we first saw it. Well, I should say me and Ryan and John. I believe John was also there, and Richie, if I'm not mistaken. When we first saw the trailer for this game, we were like, what the fuck is this game? What the fuck is it? Because like it made no sense whatsoever. The first trailer had like a bunch of nondescript copies of action figures and cartoon characters playing dodgeball, and we were like, what the fuck is going on here? But then we played it, and they had that awesome week free before you had to purchase the game, and it surprised me so goddamn much, where I was to the point where like after a first day after I started playing it, I was like, you know what, I'm buying this game. I bought it. To this day, I've been keeping tabs on my dodgeball skills, and they're still pretty good. Good.
I'm gonna be honest. I was expecting this to be like your number 2. I was really expecting this
Wow.
higher for you.
Wow.
Well, I whenever I see you online, you're playing this game.
Really?
Yeah, like I see.
You're playing it that much, Ruben?
No, I don't think so. I haven't played it in weeks.
But it's still just that thing of a game that people played for like 3 weeks. You played it for like 5 months.
Yeah, I did. It was a good game. It still is. Let's
Let's get back into it.
You know what, Christian? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's play some.
Let's play some dodgeball.
Let's play some tomorrow. You know.
Let's play some Splitgate.
Oh
No,
The better Halo, some would say.
no.
Oh,
let's not get too carried
People
away.
with bad taste say that.
Oh. Okay,
You
on
know
to
me.
number 3. Richie's number 3 is Monster Hunter Rise. Which
That's a fantastic pick.
sure.
It was one of the best selling Switch games of the year. It showed that the Switch can do online. Like getting into lobbies and stuff in that game were instant. And I've never seen a Switch compatibly do online well. It was a great time. And that was just a solid Monster Hunter game. Those are your thing? Great game.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. Ryan, I'm sorry, what was your number 4?
My number 4 was Death's Door.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
Now can I give you my number 3?
1 second.
Is it Mario Golf Super Rush? Because that game rocks.
No, it doesn't. I heard that game is really, really bad, and
What?
somebody's
Because
a
you
real
scored
big
like
cheater.
a plus 28.
Some
or
guy's a
whatever it
real
was.
big cheater
Plus
in this game.
48. Don't give him that kind of credit.
I'm just saying. Ryan, go for number 3.
My number 3 is it's one of those live, die, repeat games. Some call it one of the best games of the year, being a lot. But it got snubbed at the Game Awards. It's Returnal.
Wow.
Returnal is my number 3 game of the year. The best live, die, repeat game of the year.
That's crazy. I thought Returnal was going to be number 1 for you and Cristian.
Oh, number 1 was hard. The top 3 can be interchanged, but Returnal is one of the best, just pure video games I've played. The combat is so fluid, fast-paced, and fun. The story is insane. Like, the minute you start unlocking little bits of that story, it's crazy.
Okay.
And just the combat, the combat alone is so much damn fun.
All right. All right. Lane, what is your number 3 pick?
All right, I'm gonna break the apparently unwritten rule again. My number 3 is Mass Effect. But if you need a specific one, the first one, it's basically a new game at this point.
Okay. All right, I'll give you
With
that.
the amount of changes they did to the gameplay and then it actually being able to run like a normal game should,
Yeah.
It's basically a new game.
I enjoyed the way the original one would make my Xbox 360 heat up.
No, I don't think anybody did. Unless you lived in Antarctica, maybe.
Look, it's a little cold. Put it in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Really heats the house.
I really enjoyed Mass Effect 1 playing that this year, and then I never looked back at it after that.
You're
Never went back to
crazy.
2 or 3.
You're 2 is the best one.
Oh,
2 is the best one.
So all right,
I couldn't wait to get to 2 and 3.
Meeting Gearus in 2 is one of my favorite moments in gaming.
Okay. All right. So Cristian, that begs the question: what is your number 3?
I do want to say real quick. I noticed your category is Halo Infinite, as we're streaming.
Oh,
So some people may
this is awkward.
be a little confused.
yeah, you're right.
Stick around, boys. Stick around.
Or maybe as a precursor to what wins. Who knows? I'm just kidding.
God.
I'm just kidding.
If Halo Infinite wins without this campaign even being released,
What does that say
swear to
to
God.
us?
swear to
What does that say about us?
My
Love a
number
good
3
mystery.
pick. Lane is right. My number 3 pick is a small. You know what? Hold on. I have to tread back a little bit. Everyone's always like, "Oh, Cristian, you're playing those PlayStation games, huh? You little Sony pony, little fanboy." No, my number 3 pick is a Nintendo game. All right,
Wow.
it's a game by Mercury Steam, a game with a woman behind the mask. Yes, I am talking about Samus Aran. My number 3 pick is Metroid Dread. This game fucking rocks, dude. The vibes in that game, the aesthetic, the way Samus is characterized is bliss, dude. She's like confident with everything she does, with her slides, with like her poise as she's like looking back to shoot missiles. You can tell that sometimes she's got fear in her eyes because they show her eyes, and yet you finish fighting a boss and she's like right back to like this confidence and like fearlessness that just like that characterization alone is like one of the reasons why Metroid Dread is up there for me. But
Samus is a bad
More-
motherfucker because the good die young.
yeah, absolutely. But like more than that, honestly, is like how memorable and fun the combat was and the bosses were. Like I would akin mastering that combat to something like Sekiro from FromSoft. Not quite as difficult, but still very demanding and challenging, especially by the time you get to that final boss, which I won't spoil who that is. Yeah, like that final boss demanded patience, perfection, and for you to remember the right button combinations to turn back and shoot a missile and then turn into a ball and put a bomb down. But yeah, Metroid Dread is one of the most fun games I've played this year. It rocks.
everything Christian said there is 100% true. That game is so fucking good. And it's the perfect amount of time for a game like that. That 6 to 9 hours it takes. First time, like, around 14 to 12. It's a great game you can just sit down and play through. So much fun.
Exactly. I think the only knock I'd say against it is that it probably needs accessibility features.
Okay.
Maybe
I
better,
understand.
maybe better map maybe as well. But otherwise, yeah, it's a great game.
So, Christian, I'm glad you brought up Metroid because this is also my number 3. However, I want to preface this. I have not beaten Metroid yet. I got very frustrated with one of the bosses, quote unquote, and almost broke my Switch. So,
One of the spear guys, I'm sure.
no, actually, those guys were easy. It was the stupid flying bird on, I don't remember where it's at, but it's...
In the ice world?
I don't think so. It's the one that like throws the black ball, and if it hits the floor, it like electrocutes you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. I'm just stuck on that. But I will say, what?
I forgot about the Emmy zones. Just the music in the Emmy
Yeah.
zones.
Oh, the music in the
chilling,
Emmy zones.
literally chilling. I also do want to preface that I think that the game, while the game is great, don't get me wrong, I think it could have been better. I still think that Samus could have had some lines. Samus, don't get me wrong, she's a stone cold killer, but like, we could have had some dialogue coming from her.
I want to respond to you so bad, but I
I-
can't.
Why not? Oh, because
I don't think Lane has played it.
Okay, all right,
No.
okay.
I never got super into Metroid, so I definitely need to give it a chance though, because the fact that it's so short.
I think Dread is the perfect place. If you ever wanted to give Metroid a chance, Dread is the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, because the combat or like the gameplay still is faithful to its roots, like the way like gameplay actually works. But there's still enough modernization for like new players to be able to tackle it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Easily, quote unquote.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to give it a chance because of all the hype that it's gotten.
Yeah. Before we continue, let's do a little recap. Right here, we have Metroid Dread in number 1 spot with
Of how many points?
with 6 points.
Okay.
Mass Effect, Returnal, and Monster Hunter Rise are tied for second with 3 points each. And of course, we have Knockout City, Before Your Eyes, Death Store, and Pokemon BDSP, not BDSM. Tied for fourth with 2 points each. And then, of course, Battlefield 2042, Life is Strange, Two Colors, Cyberpunk 27. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Cyberpunk 2020.
Cyberpunk should be moved up a little.
Yes, it's also tied for fourth place. Sorry, third place. Third place. My apologies.
Samurai.
Yeah.
Wake the fuck up.
It's just so upsetting, I guess.
It has to become a part of a yearly tradition. One bad game's got to slip its way through the cracks.
I guess so. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's start with number 2. Richie has his number 2. Sorry about that. Richie has his number 2 as Neo: The World Ends With You. I've heard good things about this game. I've heard it might kind of satisfy the Kingdom Hearts itch. I'm not sure about that. Will I ever find out? No, I won't. 'Cause I'm not gonna play it. I'm sorry.
I think you'd like it, Ruben. Like, I know the games you like. I think you'd
voice-
enjoy it.
Who's the director?
It's Nomura.
You got me in. All right, I'll give it a shot. Not one vote for Ratchet and Clank so far, Eric Ginn says. And you know what?
That should be telling.
Doesn't deserve it.
We'll see.
Doesn't deserve it.
We'll see. Lane, what is your number 2 pick? Yes, 2.
Well, the campaign's not out yet, but my number 2 pick, Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Okay.
I haven't played Halo multiplayer since probably around Reach. But from what I heard of like 4 and 5's not the best. Not too many people have been impressed with the story and whatnot. And from how the multiplayer is going so far, at least in my opinion, I think 343 is knocking out of the park this time.
Okay.
This is the best Halo's felt to me in a long time.
Yeah. It's been a while. What I've been doing, well, I guess what has been changing for me, instead of Knockout City, I've just been playing Halo. Like, as soon as I get home, I boot up the Xbox Series S and I just start playing Halo. Up until showtime. Yeah. It's a pretty fun time.
It's a good game. It's a good game. It's
Absolutely.
solid mechanics, solid shooting. The grappling hook is insane. It is one of the best features you could have added to Halo. I definitely think it's a part of it. And from what looks like from all the big media outlets, it seems like the story is also going to be right there with it.
We shall see.
I joke around a lot about Halo, but legit, like the work 343 has done with their like making like a Halo on this scale, because they had a lot riding on shoulders. It's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Very impressive. And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it really shows that sometimes taking that extra year to put work into your game, as disappointing as it is, sometimes is needed. We saw the way this game looked last year. It probably is technically as sound as it is right now, but now it's a beautiful fucking game. It is a technically tight game. It's all sides good.
For a game to launch with no problems whatsoever, well, the multiplayer side, I would say, like, wow, this is a true test to what 343 is capable of. And it's good.
Oh, sorry.
It's
No,
No,
I
no.
was gonna say, you don't really see that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
there's how many multiplayer games do we have that launch that just there's
Work.
something like horribly wrong with it right out the gate.
Yeah. Brings me back to
I'm gonna
old
do
times.
Battlefield.
God. It
Um,
was not a great time for those two franchises.
If only Halo had portals, though. You know what I mean?
God, if only.
which brings us to Christian. Christian, what's your number 2?
My number 2 pick is the Forgotten City. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's the best time loop game I've probably ever played, and it's a shame that so many people still have yet to play. Like, oh, I'll get to it. Like, no, shut up. Get to it now, because yes, it is that good. Again, I will not spoil the stuff that you uncover, that you unearth in Forgotten City, but dude, just trust me. The premise of the game is, of course, you're this modern aged man who gets sent back in time to this like Roman era city that lives under the golden rule, which is the sins of the one shall become this
Sins of the Many.
something like that. I lost it. I heard the voice in my head that says it in the game, but then it's gone. Yeah, so when one person commits a sin, it's the apocalypse, and like everyone like starts turning into gold, and you have to go and restart the loop, and you got to figure out. You're like a detective. You got to figure out who is about to break the loop. But it's the way like you start to learn information about all these characters, and then start to use that information to back at them and start to figure out what's actually going on in the city. That's like super enthralling. I had 4 pages of notes just on characters, where they live, what kind of like tone they use with me, what kind of information they have about other characters, what other like information it could lead to this other quest that I'm tracking. It was like legit one of the most fun. It's short. It's like 10 to 15 hours. Not a super expensive game either. You can play it on console or PC. I think it deserves its praise because it's the first game from these developers that was built from this Skyrim mod that they released. So, yeah, Forgotten City. 2 thumbs up.
I've heard nothing but amazing things from it. I will get around to playing it, Christian. I will. It's been sitting there. It's in the backlog.
Put your money where your mouth is, boy. That's all I'll say.
All right, I will.
Christian, I'm sorry. Could you did say that this is the best time loop game you've played?
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Ryan, what's your number 2?
My number 2 pick is the game I had the most fun with this year. A game that I've been praising about, I've been excited about all year. It is an absolute blast, and it's just designed around fun, which I think is something video games aren't anymore. I think a lot of video games are designed for the games as a service model, all that kind of thing, locking rewards behind pay gates, all that kind of stuff. This game says, we're just going to keep handing you shit for that serotonin boost every, 10 minutes. And that game is Forza Horizon 5, Viva la Mexico.
Wow.
It hit close to home with its location. Growing up in Arizona, going across the border a lot, it was great to see that kind of location respectfully represented. It was amazing for that. The car mechanics and the car racing as a car guy were fantastic. And it's just fun. It is just a fun game where you can drive a fucking VW bug down a mountain while volcanoes exploding. Wild moments, wild time, and it's my number 2 game of the year.
Okay. See, I thought you were going to throw me there for a loop because you started off with this game. You had said something about it just gives you bite after bite or something like that. And I thought you were going to go with Marvel's Avengers. And I was going to be like, you son of a bitch.
No, the game, there's something I have to really give Forza credit for. It is that. It is every race, every couple of minutes, you're getting more cars, you're getting more credits to buy cars. You're never not having enough credits or anything for you have to grind stuff out. You're always having the ability to have fast, fun, insane cars.
Okay. All right. I forgot what I was going to say.
It's your time for
love
the
you
number
too.
2 game.
Oh, my number 2. Let's talk about a game studio that has proven time after time. Since 2018, they've just been hitting it like out of the park with every release.
Talking about Insomniac, aren't you?
I'm talking about Insomniac. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is my number 2. The one game that I finished back in February? It came out in February, I think.
Yeah.
I still
February.
remember the whole thing, which is surprising,
That's so interesting because I remember nothing of it, and I beat it the week it came out.
You're a monster. You're just a monster. Okay.
I remember going for portals, riding a snail.
I think that's what, we don't give it enough credit. That in and of itself, that portal mechanic is absolutely insane for a AAA studio that is killing it. Might I remind you, literally hasn't given us a shit game since 2018, and they've been. I'm just saying, with all these Activision games coming out, with all these EA games coming out that are just the same shit over and over again. Yes, Spider-Man and Miles Morales are the same game, but they're also not the same game. They're very different games. So I'm gonna, Cristian.
Yeah, one's good, one's bad.
What?
I don't know.
It is known. It is known on here that I am a strong supporter. I don't think Spider-Man 2018 is that great of a game. I think the Spider-Man elements are amazing, but I think the story is weak, and I think the boss fights are weak, and the ending is bad, and the Mary Jane's and Miles sections are horrible. This is known.
Ryan, I'm gonna make believe you didn't
Ruben.
just say that.
Ruben, on the text on Ryan's it says Ryan the Lion 3055. Do me a favor and erase the 3055, and then while you're at it, erase the ION. That way it just says Ryan the L.
No, hear me out here.
bad.
Hear me out here.
I agree.
Spider-Man Miles Morales is one of the best games I ever played because it took out all the junk from the other ones.
Ryan, come on.
It took out. It gave me a good enthralling story. It gave me that extra thing the gameplay needed, which was invisibility and electricity, so that stealth wasn't broken.
I don't think there was a time where I was playing Spider-Man. But you know what I really need right now? I wanted to turn invisible.
No, there's so many moments where stealth, where you begin trying to do stealth in the first one, and then you get spotted, and there's nothing you could do about it. At that point, you're fucked. in this game, you had that thing to rely on, and then also the electricity added the one more thing to combat. I stand by that. That Miles Morales is an amazing fucking game that fixed that formula.
This is
Ryan,
what Eric wanted, huh? This is what
are
Eric
you shitting
wanted.
me right now? This is insane.
I've said this like 5 times before.
I don't remember a take this bad. This is almost as bad as Richie's take of Roly Poly Oly being better than The Dark Knight.
Roly Poly Oly rocks, dude. I love that show.
Being better than The Dark Knight? Cristian?
He's Roly Poly Oly.
Anyway, I'm just... I'm going to make believe Ryan didn't just say that.
I will say, the best thing about Ratchet and Clank isn't Ratchet or Clank. It's Rivet.
Yes.
Oh, Rivet was the best thing to happen to that franchise in
Yeah.
a long, long time.
Let's hope there's a spinoff of just Rivet.
Yep.
And it's just her fixing shit, you know?
I was surprised she didn't get a DLC expand. I was expecting DLC for her.
We'll never know. It could be coming
She's
around the
working on
corner.
Wolverine.
I'm like, that team's busy. They got Wolverine and Spider-Man.
Yeah. Wolverine and Spider-Man. Just like again, the portal mechanics of that alone is just absolutely insane. And Insomniac, keep up the great work, you know. Make Spider-Man 2 a good game. Make it just put Tobey Maguire in there. Forget Yuri Lowenthal, you know. Just,
Dude.
That's a joke. But seriously, Insomniac, you're doing great work. Which brings us to our number 1. Now, before we do this, I want to preface that Metroid Dread is still number 1 right now with 6 votes. We have a bunch of games. Neo: The World Ends With You with 4 points, tied with Halo multiplayer, tied with The Forgotten City, Forza Horizon 5. And that's about it. That's tied to second place. All right. Then Mass Effect, Returnal, Monster Hunter Rise are tied for third place. And Knockout City, Before Your Eyes, Pokemon BDSP. I was about to say M. Death's Door and Cyberpunk 2077 are tied for fourth. And of course, Battlefield 2042 with 1, Life is Strange with 1 point, Resident Evil Village with 1 as well. So,
What is the top? What would be top points now? Like, how much is number 1 again worth?
5 points.
Okay.
So if we all decide on the same game, or if 2 of us decide on the same game for number 5, that's it. It wins. So
No pressure.
No pressure at all. No pressure at all. I got here Richie's number 1, and you're not gonna believe it. What if
What the fuck is Richie's number 1?
What if I told you Richie put? I don't even know if I should say it. Metroid Dread as number 1.
That's a good pick.
I don't believe that. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah,
It's
there's
reversed.
receipts.
It's reversed, but there it is.
That's the receipts.
All right, Rich. I respect it.
So it's now guy has 11 points.
Okay.
Let's see, who do I want to start with? Cristian.
You knew it was coming. Everyone knew it was coming. I'm back to being a Sony pony.
He's riding that horse. He got on it, boys.
Returnal is the best PS5 game I've played to date. It is the best PS5 game, period.
Wow. That's
I'll
interesting.
echo. Sorry, what?
I said that's interesting.
I'll echo what Ryan said earlier about the combat. It's the best feeling combat I've played on a new generation system. The bullet hell just looks fantastic. The particle effects are amazing. The sound design is amazing. The level design, the direction is like masterclass. I know it's a roguelike game, and Housemarque comes from like the lineage of arcade games, but how they entered the AAA space by like, it's not even shoehorning narrative in the game. It's like legit, like an actual narrative game. It's more than just a shooter. Is fantastic, and it's not anything that's like very direct. You have to really think about the stuff it's trying to say and interpret it in like the way you think whatever is happening to Celine, which I think for me only elevates that game because those are the kinds of experiences I look for. So like how is Celine here? What is going on? Why is my house here on this alien planet? All that stuff that is just like ripe for like critical analysis is like just really spoke to me. It's more sci-fi, and I love sci-fi. I think Celine is like one of the best protagonists I've seen this year and in the past, the most like recent years. I love me some women in space. If you like Control, I like the New Weird, I like the Sublime. If you like Control, if you like Prometheus, if you like Metroid, I think Returnal is a game for you. And it's a shame people didn't buy it day one because of its $70 price tag. I understand. Also, that game needed some work on its save states and its crashes. Luckily, I didn't have much of that.
See, neither did
But-
I, and I also like the save states, and I like the difficulty aspect of it. That is something that
Dude,
kept me going.
yeah. It again, just like Metroid, it's challenging but not impossible.
Yeah,
Um,
let's learn
I
the
will
rhythm.
say, exactly. What?
I'm sorry. Hold on.
You're buying it now? It's on sale, $50.
That's a good deal.
Buying it right now.
Good deal. And I will say the chapter 4, I guess, or the biome 4, amazing.
Is
Oh
that the
my god,
fire one?
the music, I won't say, but the
Alright.
music in biome 4. Oh my god. And that's it. Number one
Okay.
pick.
Oh, Biome 4. Yeah, I remember Biome 4.
Yep.
Yeah, that music slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Lane, what is your number one?
Right. I feel like my number one was fairly easy out of all the games I played. It's Tales of Arise.
Okay.
Okay.
I love the Tales series, and they knocked it out of the park again. There's not too many Tales games I've played that I haven't liked, and this one was another fantastic one. The graphics look so much better than they've ever looked. You know, that engine needed an overhaul, and I'm so glad they moved it to Unreal. And combat has been modernized. I think this is probably the best starting point for the Tales series.
Okay.
Was this on Switch?
I think so. I want to say maybe. I'm not sure.
What did you say?
Was this on
What was
Switch?
No, it's
I don't-
not on Switch.
Oh, it's
I
not
played it on
Switch.
PS5.
Why do I think it was a Switch game?
Same. There's
I have no idea.
there's a Tales game that got put on the Switch
Oh,
not too long ago.
yeah.
Vesperia, I think.
Yeah, Tales of
Yeah.
Vesperia.
That might be it.
I have this game on my list just because like it looks like probably one of the greatest JRPG games that I'll ever play. I just don't currently have the time to sink in 80 hours.
It's a
Yeah.
time sink. I agree
Yeah.
with that one.
Yeah,
And
I think my final playtime was like 50, like late 50s.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a lot to ask.
Yeah, it's a lot to ask.
Now, it was so close to making my list, Lane. I was either that or Cyberpunk, and I'm a terrible human being.
And
so I
you
love
chose
Cyberpunk.
You think Cyberpunk?
I have to.
Oh my
But there's two things I've been known as now. The person who thinks Miles is better than Spider-Man 1, and the person who thinks Cyberpunk is a good RPG. Those are my two bad takes. My rest of my takes are pretty good.
Oh my god.
You want to hear my bad Spider-Man take, Ryan?
Yeah.
I think
Amazing.
Spider-Man: Homecoming is the worst Spider-Man movie.
You want to hear my
Okay, it's not the worst movie, but
You want to hear my average take for about Spider-Man? You'll never guess, Christian. You're never gonna guess.
I want to know.
Did you? Andrew Garfield is a horrible Spider-Man. Having said that,
get out of here!
having said that,
I think he was a great Spider-Man.
I don't know about
Thank
that.
you,
Let me rephrase. Those movies are bad. How about that one? I just don't see
I
how
think I feel like that's a better take than Andrew Garfield was a terrible. The movies weren't the best.
he's a shitty Peter Parker. Okay, he's a very shitty Peter Parker.
I think the movies are bad, but he's my.
This sounds like a
the live
thing
action.
for MCU
This does.
in review.
I'm sorry.
until
You
you
pulled me in with
rewind.
Spider-Man, Ryan. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
did
all
this-
good. It's all good.
you
I
did this to
understand. I
us.
understand.
You did this to us. Eric, of course, is also in the chat and says Guardians is his number one, and he gets 10 votes. Unfortunately, sir, you didn't want to appear on the show, so your votes are canceled out. I'm sorry.
You late to the game?
Which is also surprising. You know, nobody has mentioned Guardians of the Galaxy. Very
It's
surprising.
on my top 10.
Okay.
It's at
It's
number 9.
it is. It's yeah. It's like number 8 or 9 for me. I played so many amazing games this year. This list was hard to make a load already.
Okay.
I had so many good games on this list.
All right. Is it just me that's left? for
No,
number one?
I also have mine.
Ryan hasn't gone.
Ryan, you know what? Let's go with you.
All right. The game I'm picking is a game we've already talked about today. A game about loss, a game about grief, a game about true colors. My game of the year is a
Wow.
game that touched my heart and helped me in a hard time, and that's Life is Strange True Colors. It is a beautiful fucking game. It has the best story I've played all year. Some of the most touching moments I've ever experienced in gaming. And just this uneasy feeling with also this cozy feeling you get throughout these different moments in this game. It is a true masterpiece, and Alex Chen is my personal favorite video game character of the year. Life is Strange Two Colors
Steph
is a
Gingrich.
masterpiece.
Wow. Okay. That's very surprising coming from you. Although it's not surprising at all. You know, I could see you both loved that game very much, but I can tell that Ryan was very, very pulled by that game. So I respect it. I respect it. I had asked Ro
Thought I could bring Ro back.
Yeah.
to see what his number one was, just to add some spice to this year. Since we're missing Richie. Oh, come on, Ro. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was gonna ask Ro what his he was gonna be the wild card, and I was gonna ask him what his number one is, and he also picked Life is Strange True Colors. I'm sorry, Ro. I was gonna let you give some points, but I can't.
Can we
do
give it some points?
I can't do that.
Can
I'm
we
sorry.
let
I'm sorry.
Ro give some points?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Blaine, feel free to, if you got to go, that's okay. Eric,
Yep.
could you do me a favor and sub in when possible? Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for having me.
No problem.
Great
Blaine,
job. with you guys and
Great
for
seeing
your
you
hot
later.
takes. You guys.
all right. See ya.
Miss him already.
Oh.
I hope it's all gone wrong. I didn't even know if we had a background.
Yeah.
When did we get that?
A while ago.
God, I've never looked at it.
Oh, that's
Oh, look at me.
unfortunate.
I'm Eric.
That's unfortunate.
Hey, everyone. I have daughter Marvel. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there he's back.
He's back. Here he is. Hold on.
Hello, my adoring audience.
Oh, God.
Joining here.
Wait, hold on. Let me fix this. Okay, go ahead.
I'm joining you here to say that this has been abysmal. The slander going against so much that's near and dear to me. It feels as though this episode should be called "Let's Fuck with Eric."
Well,
Okay,
seeing
let's do that. Ruben,
listen,
hold on.
okay,
I have things to say.
Go ahead.
It's been good. They're your games of the year. It doesn't matter. But the fact that someone on this show who will remain nameless thinks that 2018 Spider-Man who shall remain nameless is a bad game.
His name is Ryan.
I don't know.
It's not
Yes.
that it's a bad game. It's that Miles Morales is a better game.
Miles put some better quality of life updates in the game. Yes, that is for sure. Absolutely. Like the crime stuff is much better in Miles than it is in Spider-Man. I will give you that. Ruben, so what you got me in here for, buddy?
No, I just needed a fourth camera.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's just to
This
also
guy.
see your reaction, if possible. If not, if you got to go, that's okay.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good right here. Tesla,
Okay.
I just had to go to the store, so little one's right here.
Okay.
So I'm here to provide a voice
Okay.
for the voiceless right now.
Okay.
Yes, I of course. Yes,
Okay.
Eric, did you beat Guardians?
yes, I did beat Guardians.
Cool game, right?
Is that your
It's
number
a
one?
very cool game. Some on this show would say it's their favorite game of the year, but
Is that your
you
number
know,
one?
their votes don't count apparently.
I could give you the
because they-
5 vote. I'll
They
give you
put it
5
in the
points.
They put it in the wrong ballot box.
I'll give you 5 points right here, right now.
You'll give me 5 points.
What's your
All
game
right,
of the year?
All right, right now, number one game, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is-
Best game I played this year. Best narrative I played this year. Combat is fine, but that's not why this game is great. They actually made me, care kind of more about these characters than the MCU version, which, I love the MCU version of Guardians, and
Yeah.
this version of Guardians,
I
like this
fully
Drax,
agree with that. Yeah.
This Drax is fantastic. This Gamora is fantastic.
This
Peter
Rocket.
Quill is fantastic.
Ugh.
They're all great. And so
Our Lord.
the Star-Lord, probably my favorite performance of the year. He did such a good job. And, I just had to come on the show and represent that. And Ruben, I'm so happy that you see that Ratchet and Clank is deserving of such votes. It's a
Absolutely.
Pixar movie. You're playing a Pixar movie. It's so good. The fact that they're able to crank that out with Miles last year, and 6 months later we get a AAA Ratchet game. Fantastic. Rivet. Wonderful. So yeah,
Okay.
that's what I got.
You can call me Insomniac because I'm ready to crank it out too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's for our penultimate After Dark episode coming
Oh,
next
God.
month. So
Oh, God.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Which leaves me with my number one. And my number one has to go to a little indie called Death's Door. Man, oh fucking man. That game got me very good. Very good. To the point where I am still listening to the soundtrack. That's how good it was. Oh, everything about that game. It kind of like I don't know how I should put this. I guess it is a roguelike. I don't know how to describe this game. It's a very good game. Go play it. Okay, go download it. It's on Switch. Go download it. It's on PS5, Xbox, if I'm not mistaken, and it's on PC. So go play it if you haven't given it a chance. It's so
Did
good.
you get the full ending?
I have not. No,
You should do it.
kind of unfortunate. I plan on going back to it during the break.
It's
But
an
you just
amazing
follow a
game.
guide.
It's such an amazing game.
Yes, such an amazing game.
I gotta say, Ryan threw the curveball there. I would have thought Forza Horizon 5 was going to be his number one, but then he comes out of nowhere with Life is Strange.
Yeah.
It was just such a good game. It's just every little bit of it. It's good length, wasn't too long, wasn't too short. The
But that's the
characters
best
all
kind
felt
right there,
the
buddy.
characters all felt meaningful. So it was a good time.
So
God damn it, Eric. It's been too long.
I love me a
Indeed.
girthy, medium-sized game.
Some people say they enjoy a medium-sized game more than a large game.
oh wow.
Depends on how-
Okay.
It depends on the gameplay of the medium-sized game.
Jesus Christ. What is going on here?
Just wrap it in cellophane, Ruben.
Oh no. Stop. Okay, which leads us to the final tallies. Let's see, hold on. One.
If
two-
I've done math correctly,
No,
Ruben,
shh, don't say it. Don't you say it. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, tied for number 5, we have Tales of Arise and Guardians of the Galaxy. For number 4, we have Life is Strange 2 Colors.
Wow.
Crazy. For number 3, we have Death's Door. For number 2, we have Returnal with 8
Oh
points.
man,
There we
Which
go.
leads us with number 1, Metroid Dread with 11 points.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. The math adds
Someone
up.
tell
Congrats.
John. John's gonna lose his shit.
So
Congrats, Metroid.
there we have it.
About to get a lot
Everyone.
more Nintendo fans here.
Thank God. It's about time.
We've been needing them.
Yes, it's about
I'm
time.
I've been
surprised-
holding down.
No Halo Infinite. I could have sworn that would have been at least number 3. At least.
Halo Infinite is tied for 6th
Mm.
with 4 points.
It all depends on that campaign tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. And also, I want to give a shout out to Ro here. Evermore is an amazing fucking game.
shit.
That game is awesome.
Oh, shit.
Oh, sweet,
Evermore, the
Pokemon
Taylor
calls.
Swift album.
Sorry.
Everhood, sorry. God, but also great Taylor Swift album though. Go love the classic shit. Everhood is amazing. It's very Undertale-esque is the best way to put it. Sweet game.
Well, there you have it,
I'm not
folks.
gonna lie, we have a cool list this year.
We do.
We do.
have a
I like
question.
it. It's a weird list. It's a fun list.
It's a surprising list. Honestly, I thought it was going to be Returnal with number 1, but
If it wasn't for, I almost didn't. Death's Door almost didn't make it onto my list. I was between that and Metroid Dread, and I was like, I want to give a shout out to an indie.
yeah,
That's where I was
Nice.
at with it.
There you
Ruben, I
have it.
have a question.
Go for it.
What's our most anticipated game of next year?
Well, Eric,
Elden Ring.
Elden
unfortunately,
Ring.
we're going to have to find out next year in January.
Oh, is that what we're doing? We're not doing a little stinger?
No. I mean,
We can't hit with one two
fine.
punch.
Okay, fine. I guess we can do this now. Let's start off with you, Eric, since you posed the question.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be God of War Ragnarok.
Okay.
So you
mean,
think we're getting that next year?
Yeah, I think we're getting that next year. I think that's going to
Okay.
be, you're going to have Horizon in the wintertime, then you're going to have God of War probably a little bit later. So, and if they delay it, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Do another 2023 where I have God of War and Spider-Man the same year. I'm okay with that as well.
Yeah.
Oh God, I forgot about that year. I forgot
want-
2018 was stacked to hell and back.
I want God of War to get pushed back to 2023 and release on 420 again. That was
was
amazing.
great.
That was amazing.
That was a great day. You're not wrong.
But right now, yeah, the way it's going, it's definitely God of War Ragnarok easily.
Okay. Christian.
Yeah, Elden Ring by a mile.
Okay.
By a long mile. Like to the point where I might not even buy Horizon until after I beat Elden Ring. And I loved Horizon 1. So
Okay. Ryan.
I'm the biggest Souls shill there is. They're my favorite games of all time. It's Elden Ring. That game looks amazing. I got to play a little bit because a friend of mine got into that tech demo. It feels so fucking good. It is crisp. I can't fucking wait.
Okay. I am currently looking up games of 2022, but
Just so much.
off
It's
the top
stacked.
of my
It's a stacked year.
off the top of my head, I can go safe or I can play it crazy.
And we also have a new
what-
Zelda coming out next year too, which is wild.
Yeah, but it's,
I doubt that makes it.
it's
There's no way.
not that good, you know.
How about that Modern Warfare 2 remake though?
Oh my god, please. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Grenade launchers still have to kill across the map. Like everything needs to be as broken as it was. That's why
Yes.
MW2 is great.
I think my most excited, or what I'm most excited for next year is gotta be, Pokemon, Legends Arceus, just because
Ooh, you only have to wait a couple weeks then.
I know it's exciting stuff, and let's hope it's good. Please, Nintendo, I'm begging you, please let it be good.
This is for you.
Thank you. Please let it be good. All right, guys, let's do some plugs.
Can I have my full name back?
No, you have
Right in the end.
This is for
I
the
really
rest
don't
of-
want to have to change my Twitter.
No,
handle
you
for
don't
that.
have to. This is just for the rest of the show. I'm sorry. You did this to yourself. Ryan, where can people find you?
Well, soon probably Ryan the L. It feels like I'm taking a lot of them lately. Nah, people can find me at Ryan the Line 3055 on Twitter. for more hot takes and whatever else I'm up to on this wild world of the internet. Usually here doing some show.
Yes. Eric, where can people find you?
Hey, what's up? Eric C. again here on Twitter. We got Spider-Man coming, in 2 weeks. So be sure tune in for Marvel Mondays. We just did Homecoming yesterday. We're doing Far From Home next week, and then we're doing No Way Home. So it's like a Spider-Man trifecta here. So maybe we rank who our favorite Spider-Man movie villains are next week. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a fun question like that. So stay tuned for next week.
Just because we have all the like movie guys here right now, I have a quick question. Did you guys have trouble getting tickets for Spider-Man? Because I keep seeing like the memes about it, but I didn't have trouble.
Absolutely.
I did.
Yes. Again, I was in line for what felt like probably 4 hours, maybe 5.
Like I had trouble because websites crashed, but then I didn't have trouble at all.
I had trouble.
Like once I waited for the websites to like get back online, I was able to get my tickets.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yeah, I was fine. I just had to go
Okay.
back. I went to sleep and then I woke up at like 3:30 a.m. and the website worked again.
Luckily, I live in a very small market compared to the rest of you three, so I was able to wake up the day of and buy tickets.
So nice. I'm watching this twice. All right. Friday and Saturday.
Wow.
What a great weekend it's going to be. I'm so excited.
I got Thursday and Saturday.
Oh, you
I
son
also
of a
watched
bitch.
it twice.
You son of a bitch. Thursday. Anyway. Christian, where can people find you?
Follow me at ISO Christian over on Twitter. I'll be tweeting this week about the Game Awards because I'll be there. Catch my fit. I'm gonna get some sweet pics in for Tinder. So swipe right if you see.
He's turning himself into a coat hanger, everyone. You saw it today.
Dude, I put on the whole fit. It looks very cool. I can't wait to show off the.
Maybe
the
you can meet
pictures later.
Simu Liu. Take photos with
Oh,
him.
God. Dude, Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss will be like literally like 30 to 50 feet away from me.
I think
Oh my
Hugo
God.
would kill you if you could get something from them.
Oh my God. Hopefully they spit on me. You can also follow my movies podcast at Large Popcorn. None other than Tess again joined us this week to talk Tick Tick Boom. Fantastic movie by one of the best Spider-Man. I won't digress there.
Listen, it's fine. People could be wrong. It's fine.
I do a weekly gaming podcast with Podcast PXN every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. More bad takes there, I'm sure, that I have. And then I do a lot of stuff for this channel. So follow this channel on YouTube.
Please.
Congrats on our 101 subs.
Well done. Well done. I'm going to plug for Lane just because he had to exit. You could follow him on Twitter at link_394. See what he's up to. Like I said in the beginning of the show, he will be joining us for the Penultimate Game Show tomorrow, next month, as a permanent co-host. So go give him some love, Go send him congratulations. Let's see how this goes. Will he disappoint me like some people on this show have?
We all know he's talking about me, so let's be real.
It's not.
We
It's
all know
not
he's
you.
talking
I've been a pillar here.
It's not.
I've been here since the beginning.
You have, but today was the biggest disappointment you've ever given me in my entire life.
I didn't almost let Avengers get Game of the Year. I want that on record.
And again, I quote, "You disappointed me. This is the biggest disappointment I've ever had from you, Ryan." Okay. For me, you could follow me at That Guy Tuesday on Twitter and Instagram. See what this channel is up to. I was going to suggest, I've been saying this for a couple weeks now. We were going to live react to Game Awards. However, the four of us, I assumed we're going to live react to it. Christian's going, so that's an out. Ryan said he's watching it with his friend because that's a year-old tradition. And then Eric, I believe you're working.
I'm not.
Okay, so are you watching with me? No?
Is it just you?
I think so.
Is it going to be a
Damn.
If that's the case,
Game Awards?
I'm going to say I am not watching the Game Awards if it's just me. If
You're not going to watch it?
no, let me rephrase.
The
I won't.
announcements are
watch
worth
them.
watching.
I won't.
Also, we may be able to see Christian in the crowd.
Okay, let me rephrase. I won't be live reacting if it's just me.
Yeah, because I know that I'm lucky right now that she's asleep. I
Yes.
kind of to be able to have to pause.
Yeah,
at a
yeah,
moment.
yeah. So, I don't think we're gonna be doing live reactions, but we will be playing maybe some Halo. I'll probably
During
play
the
some...
Game Awards?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's see why not. I don't see why not.
Bro.
No,
No,
that's bad.
Ruben.
That's
I don't
bad.
see why not. No.
Oh.
During the pre-show. During the pre-show.
Maybe you could live tweet during
Maybe.
it, Ruben.
I would, but that would mean I need to like have my phone open on Twitter. Oh no.
If someone wants to hand me the Twitter reins, I'll live tweet Game Awards.
Okay. All right. That's
Do
fair.
it. Maybe
Okay.
we should live tweet.
Okay. All right. I'll send you the details. So I will be doing, maybe an hour or two before the Game Awards start. Like I said, during the pre-show of Halo Infinite.
Pre-show?
The pre-show's pre-show.
Mm.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, gentlemen. It has been an honor. Congratulations to Metro Dread. Game of the Year
Congratulations.
2021.
That's awesome.
Absolutely crazy. You hang in there, Samus. Hopefully we see you again soon. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bloodborne remaster at the Game Awards. Let's go.
Nick, keep slinging that
Bloodborne?
meat.